Hi everyone, welcome back to Mama House. So today I want to talk about something, and it came across my mind while I was thinking about this year. I spent this year really working on my intentions and manifestations, and I realized I reached a block, and I was wondering why I was halted with my ability to manifest. And if you don't know what manifesting is, just think about like prayer or the things that you want in life, right? And I realized it was because I had a hard time believing that I deserved it. And then as I held on to that thread and I kept going, I realized it goes really far back into my life. And I realized our upbringing, of course, it's always our upbringing.
Yeah.
But there were many things in life that taught me I wasn't deserving or worth it. And feel free to jump in whenever you want, but I guess just to set the premise of I had a hard time believing that I deserved good things. Like even the idea of manifesting, I had a hard time believing I deserve a higher pay for my job, because then I would get stuck with imposter syndrome, or for a long time I had a hard time believing that I was beautiful. And so is there anything that stands out to you in regards to that?
Oh, definitely. When you say that right away, I thought of culture, religion, and sexism. Especially like being home and the growing up Christian and being a woman. I think the society that we live in now expects less for us. And so having identified with those three and still identifying with some of those, we're set for less or reviewed to be expected of less or less deserving or not deserving at all, growing up Christian, we were taught like, oh, you're not deserving, you're unworthy. And then being a home woman, it's like, no, you're like worth less and you don't deserve this much, or you're treated as less than men, and men are worth more. And so I feel like because of those cultural differences and religious beliefs, we thought, and we were trained to believe or conditioned to believe, that we shouldn't ask for more.
Yeah.
Which creates this lack for us. Like now we have less because we're taught we don't deserve more. So that's what I thought of. I'm sure it rang some bells and ideas for you.
I 100% agree with that. Like those three things specifically. Growing up as a home girl, as a Christian, and being a girl. Like you're programmed and conditioned to be easy, to not be difficult, to not ask for too much, to not be too much. And I feel like they did a great job programming us from a really young age, because it took a lot of breakthroughs to get me to this point. Because I used to take a lot of pride in being easy. I don't ask for a lot.
Yeah.
I don't ask for anything. Like, love me. I don't
Our
ask
standards
for
are so
anything.
low. You could reach them. Come on.
Yeah. That's
It's so sad. It really is. There's a lot of unlearning that we have to do and had to do because of that. Because it's so deeply embedded into our brains that it becomes what we truly believe and identify with. Like we believe that because we were told all these things growing up that we don't deserve more.
Yeah. And we believed them.
Yeah. We believed them. For the longest, I did. We did.
I sure did.
Sometimes I even still have to correct myself. Like, it's hard for me to accept some things sometimes because I feel like, oh, well, I was told not to ask for anything, or it feels weird to receive. And that's causing me to not receive it's hard because deserving sounds like there's some entitlement there. But also it is deserving. Like, we are setting up a barrier from what we've been asking for. Like, how are we going to ask for more if we are denying to us what people are straight up giving to us,
Oof.
And what we're worthy of.
That's so good, because like you're saying that like we don't even know how to, we deny what people give us. I didn't even know I could ask. I didn't know I could demand more. Like almost like, I know it does sound like a sense of entitlement, but the thing is that like it's so abundant.
Yeah, having that entitlement gets you far.
Yes, of course. Why would you not be entitled to something that is abundant? It's like, nope, you don't get any oxygen. Why? There's unlimited supply. Why would I not be entitled to that?
It ties in with confidence too. Like we were taught not to really take pride in who we are and like knowing that we're beautiful and being confident in who we are. So because we lack that confidence, we lack that power and ability and audacity to ask for more and demand more.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, this brings me back to a conversation with our sis and one of our older brothers, and she was talking about her job, and he was like, well, if you don't ask for more, they're not going to pay you more, because why would they pay you more if you're not asking for more? They're going to think, oh, well, you know, she's still here, she's still doing this. But what he did in the past was he asked for more, and because he asked for more and he was confident in what skills he brought, he got paid more. A lot of times, unfortunately, these agencies, these jobs don't pay you more and won't pay you more until you demand more. And sometimes, unfortunately, that comes with the risk of us losing our jobs. And that's hard, because I feel like we as women, society in general views us differently. Where they, like, because they value us less, they're like, do I really want to pay you what you deserve? Because
she'll accept very little too.
Yes, and that's why it's so unfair, because it's so messed up. And again, it goes back to playing chess. Playing chess while other people are playing checkers, because they're not playing checkers, like, even if we are. That's what I'm still learning. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to play chess like they do it, because they will do it for their own benefit, even if it comes at the cost of us. And for far too long, they do it at the cost of us as Hmong women.
Yeah. Excuse me. I seen a thing the other day where it was like, leverage everything that you have. If you're beautiful, use that to your advantage. If you're smart, use that to your advantage. Because for a long time, I always felt like the right thing to do was be humble, be modest, don't be too much, don't know you're too beautiful, don't know you're too smart, to the point where it's like I was not recognizing who I was. That destroys your confidence. When you don't have confidence, you don't have belief in yourself. And when you don't believe in yourself, you don't think that you deserve good things. And so it's crazy, because it was the route of manifestation, the journey of wanting more, that made me realize I have these conflicting ideas and thoughts. Like you mentioned, how dare you ask for more if you have these opinions and these beliefs, this belief system that says you don't deserve it, you're not worthy of it. So healing is also knowing that you deserve good things. That's been harder than realizing that, like, the things that I'm going through sucks and I need to heal. Knowing, almost feeling entitled, like I deserve good things. At first it felt arrogant to me. Like, this is not the humble way to do things. But in fact, it's not about being humble. It's just about having what is yours.
This is why the mind is so powerful, because our actions are based on our beliefs, and what we're told influences our beliefs. And so because we were told this growing up, we're unlearning those things and having to replace it with truths and new ideas, new thoughts, new beliefs that we have to agree with. And so it's something I'm still practicing, something I'm still learning to do. I remember growing up in school not being confident. I remember seeing other kids being so confident. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, that's so cool. I wish I could do that too. But it's like, we could. It's just our brains and our minds didn't think that we could, because we were told otherwise.
Man, this mind is such an amazing
No wonder they try to control it, because they know how powerful we can get once we know our power and we take control back.
Exactly. This mind is so powerful. Like, all someone has to do is teach you that you're not powerful, you're not good, you're not this, and that limits you in this thing where you don't become greatness.
Because you believe and you agree with it.
That's control. When I realized that had so much control over my ability to manifest, I had to break through that. And I'm still actively working on that, because what came about was one day, something along the lines of, like, I was like, something good is going to happen to me today. And then immediately had a conflicting thought. It was like, why would something good happen to me today? Do I deserve? And I'm like, I absolutely deserve something good. So when you hear, or a conflicting belief creeps up on you, you shut that down. You had to identify, like, where did I hear that from? Like, did my mom or my dad or did my uncle or somebody tell me that I wasn't deserving of that? You have to be able to challenge every thought that comes to your mind, because they're not all yours.
Yeah. It also highly depends on the way you view life as well, because two people can experience the same day, but have such completely different experiences and feelings because of their perspective and their view on life. Because, for example, like, if you're appreciating the little things and the other person isn't, they're gonna probably feel like they had a crappy day. But you're like, how is it a crappy day? The sun's out, this thing happened, and this thing was so cute. But it depends on how you view it.
That's so true, because I'll see a tree And to someone else, it's just an ordinary treat. But that, to me, that'll be the best treat I seen that day, and my day will be made. And so it really just depends on how you see things as well.
Yeah. Like someone could be like, oh, it's always raining. But then someone could be like, it rained today. That means it's watering the plants that are going to grow soon.
Oh my gosh.
So it really depends.
You know, that's so crazy because before I learned to believe in myself, someone believed in me. Like one of my best friends believed in me. And I thought, you're amazing. You believe in me. Yeah. And when I look back and I think about that, like all he did was believe in me. Yeah. And I thought that was amazing.
Yeah.
You know how wild that sounds like?
Until you believe in yourself, what other people say about you also doesn't matter. Because he could believe in you as much as he wants.
If I didn't believe in myself.
Right.
I was impressed that he believed in me. And then when I learned to believe in myself, I'm like, that was easy.
That makes me happy for you, but also sad.
Yeah.
Because you should have already
believed in myself.
Yeah. But I also love that he believed in you, and that inspired and sparked you to believe in yourself.
Yeah, but it's crazy because that's how I feel now when people are like, thank you so much. Thank you so much for validating me and for hearing me out. I'm like, I'm glad to, but I didn't do anything. I just pointed you back to yourself. I think the hardest thing about this is seeing in life where people stripped me of my value. And I allowed it because I didn't know any better. Because we were children.
Dang, and now you're taking your power back? We are taking our power back.
Yes, value is power, you guys. Confidence is power.
Yeah. The mind is everything. If you believe you cannot do something, that's what you're sticking with. Okay, maybe you won't then.
Yeah.
You won't.
That's how
but
powerful
if you believe
you are.
that you can and you really do try, you can, you will.
Yeah.
It's not a coincidence that when people manifest something, it comes to life, or when people pray about something and it happens, it comes to life. Gotta be intentional.
It makes me so sad when people don't think that they are worthy, like of just anything in general. Like that conversation we had with someone where it was like, yeah, but we're worthy, and they're like, but we're not. We're not worthy. And that's why we have to do this in order to be free. And I'm like, but we are worthy, and that's why we can be free. So we can look at two things exactly the opposite, and it'll change the way that you run your life. So abundance has been opening for me with the more that I love myself and believe of what I deserve. Because to be honest, in life, you don't get what you deserve. You get what you accept. And what you accept is what you believe that you accept. Like what you believe is what you accept. And so, yeah, it makes me sad when I think about growing up and not having that value of self, because it's always been there.
Yeah. And I'm glad that we didn't just give up just because in childhood we didn't have that. Now as adults, we're not like, it's not too late. We can value ourselves right now. We can grow in our confidence right now. We can believe in ourselves right now. It's not too late to work on something. Yeah, you can do it. But you have to believe in it, because like I said, it doesn't matter what we tell you right now. You got to believe in it yourself. There's power in believing.
I remember when people would tell me, like I can think back to like when I was younger and like an adult would be like, you have to believe in yourself. And it was like, yeah. It kind of sounds like a cliche, like Disney thing, like, and believe in yourself. Never forget who you are. And it sounds so like, yeah. But when I really sit and I meditate on that, to believe in yourself, what does that look like? Like when someone tells you like you're trash and you don't have anywhere to stand on, and you will believe that. But when you are brought up with parents who are like, no matter what you do, no matter who you are loved, you are worthy, you have something to believe in. You have that. And so therefore someone can't tell you you're trash, because you know, I'm not that. That's not true.
It's, it's kind of confusing to me how, like, and I say this because we grew up in the church, about how, like, as a super Christian-y person, they probably view this as, this is too spiritual. This is something else. This isn't right, is what they probably view it as. But if you look in the Bible, it says, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can move the mountains. If you really believe that, why can't you also believe that if you believe, you can do it. You can move things. It reminds me of the quantum physics things that you were talking about. Quantum physics. Where even if you just observe something, it changes it. Because it knows you're looking at it. So I'm like, our belief can move mountains. What else can we do? our words can create life too. Mm-hmm. Or cut people.
It really is like when you buy like a red Corolla and you end up seeing that red Corolla everywhere. If you look at like, I'm so loved and I'm so worthy, and you observe that, you see that in everything too. Like, I remember when I would reject things that people would do for me because I didn't feel like I deserved it. Like, I would rather struggle than get the good thing. And now I'm like, oh, why would I do that? Like,
what if you feel like you do deserve it, but because you were taught in your culture to not receive anything or ask for anything, or that you're a burden, then you don't? Because like for me, I don't think like in the past when I was like, I'm okay, it's not because I didn't think I deserved it. It was more so like, well, I didn't know how to ask for things, or I felt like it was a burden to even have someone give me something.
But that's still projecting.
Yeah, it is
like,
projecting.
To think that like, oh, you know what? You don't have to go out your way for me. It's fine. Like, that's still projection. Because I feel like other people who grow up with like knowing they're worthy, they're just like, oh, thank you
like,
so much.
okay,
like, I appreciate
take it.
Yeah, like I'll take it. Like, because it's so funny we talk about that too. Because growing up, when you feel worthless, and someone else will be like, oh yeah, I'll take a ride. I'm like, wow. So you think you're all that? Like,
that's funny.
Like, it's so stupid. But I get what you're saying.
It's interesting because some entitled people can still live with that scarcity mindset.
Right.
So it's very interesting.
It's also not enough to have like high self-esteem or high like self-value too. Like, it's just part of it, part of manifestation. Because even the Bible talks about like being specific and asking for big and small things. Like, I didn't even know how to pray back then because what do I deserve? I don't deserve anything. So I didn't even know how to ask.
And that's okay. I think it's something that we're going to be continuing to learn. And like manifesting, that's something I'm starting to do more. There was a video I watched. I wonder if it's the one that you showed me, about how like instead of saying, can I get this, or asking for this, you can say, I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful that today is going to be a great day. I'm thankful that I have everything that I need and want, and that there will be more blessings coming into my life. Like, I like that because it's like the power of suggestion. Like you're already speaking it like it's already there because you know it's already there. It's coming. So you're already just being grateful for it.
It's so true because like to manifest, you must speak it as if you know for sure.
And you gotta believe. You can't fake the belief.
Right. You can't lie to yourself. You absolutely have to know, because in the quantum world, when you say, when you want something or you say it, it exists immediately on the other side. Like, everything is working in your favor to get that if you believe. But in order for me to believe, I have to have confidence in it, and I have to have like confidence was something that I realized I didn't really have when it came to knowing that I deserve good things, because I'm like, yeah, I think I deserve good things, but when I was little, I never got it, and I watched some of my siblings get it, or I watched this. You're not really familiar with what it is like to have confidence because you're not sure if you're going to actually get it.
Also, it's hard when we've been told by our mother growing up, you don't deserve good things. At least for me, that's what she would tell me.
Yeah.
So it's like, I literally hear those voices sometimes, and I literally have to correct it out loud.
Yep.
Because that's not true. And then another thing I want to add is yes, you can say it, and also it's okay if you don't believe it right away.
Yes.
You can repeat it until you do believe it. You're not going to believe it right away, and that's okay. Like, I don't. Like, sometimes I say things and I'm like, I don't believe it yet, but I'm going to say it until it's like you're training your mind to agree with it, to believe it.
Yeah.
Then it becomes true.
Yeah, because think about it. You agreed immediately with, you're not worthy. Like, we immediately agree with that. Why do we agree with those negative thoughts immediately? We don't challenge them. But when it comes to thoughts that like feed our soul, then we struggle with it and we quit. So I love that you continue to go on with it, because we do have to train ourselves to know that we deserve good things. If that's something you struggled with your entire life.
You can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it.
I love girls, like daughters who have dads who are really good to them, and they just walk and act like, I don't need to deal with this. My dad, like, I love that.
Yeah.
Because like, wow, to have that level of confidence in yourself where it's like, I don't need to deal with that. I used to, when I was younger and I was insecure, and I didn't have that, I would think they think they're better. But now I'm like, that should be the standard. Women should walk in full confidence in knowing that, like, I'm good, I'm worthy, I'm beautiful.
Like, I deserve more than this, and I won't settle just because you're offering it. Like, someone could offer something, but it's still not enough, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Because you deserve better, and you shouldn't have to settle just because someone else is offering something a little less.
I think it took a long time to understand that how you view yourself and the value that you place on yourself is what everyone else views you as, places you as. But it just is the way it is.
Don't lower your standards. Like, talking about this for some reason, it brought me back to something someone had told me in the past when she told me my standards were too high and I should lower them. And it makes me sad for her because I think she lowers her standards because she expects less, or maybe she was so she doesn't deserve as much. So I'm like, damn, that sucks. But that's what you want. Not for me. I don't want that, though. You know what I mean?
I feel like
that's unfortunate.
now that we've been, like, working more on, like, our self-image, our self-value and worth, right? I see where some people are like, when I don't ask for that, so why don't ask for that? Like, just lower your standards. Because I feel like because they don't have permission to increase their standards, they just want everyone else to also, like, just lower yours to mine. How dare you say something to make the entire room uncomfortable?
Yeah. Or, like, who let you question and challenge these standards that we were set to have?
Right.
Who let you ask for more? How dare you?
Yeah, just settle for the minimum like everyone else. And I'm like,
Or, like, why would you want a man to pay for you? Or, like, no, you should go 50-50. It's like, that's your standards, not mine.
Ooh, and I also see where I'm like, where I see someone's value as so high and they have yet to, and that's okay. And I'm like, but you deserve so much more. And they're like, yeah, but, like, I'm like, oh wait, I realize that, like, I see a value and a worth in them that they don't see in the same way. I can't convince you either.
And within time, because we've been there. And whew,
I love maturing. I feel like maturing has opened a lot of old wounds and has also helped with healing it, because manifestation really opened up the floodgates for me to see, okay, you want this, you want that, you have to be willing to let this go. There's a price that we pay for what we want. There's a price for everything.
That's true, because we can't just manifest something and then not also work towards it. Like, it's like you're undoing it. It's like, I manifest that I'm going to get super fit and healthy, but if I eat junk food every single day, how am I going to get fit and healthy if I'm not aligning with what I'm asking for? If you're going to ask for something, then align with it, and it's there. It's yours.
Dig deep too, because like I realized when I was like manifesting like abundance in like finances, I keep remembering like the rich man from the Bible, like money is bad, but and I was like, when you grow up and you hear these things, you think like rich people are snobby or like this and that. You have these countering beliefs that are going to mess with what you want in life. Like, how can you ever be financially free when you think people who are financially free are stuck up and arrogant? You must be willing to face what you view about what you want to become. You're not going to be someone that you don't want to become unless you do. But
I feel like we were also taught a lot of things to keep certain races and classes where they're at.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, the love of money is evil, or like, don't do this. It's for a reason. It's for control. It's so that people don't rise up to what they deserve. So I think society did a good job at doing that.
Yeah, the evils of the world is wild, you guys. It's control. When I think about it, like on a very, very deep level of what does all of this amount to? It's mind control. When someone can beat you down and destroy your self-esteem, you're not going to do anything. You're not going to be a threat. You're not going to go anywhere. You're not going to challenge anything. You are going to be a mundane robot who just does their day-to-day life, and you're not going to challenge the status quo. You're not going to hold people accountable. You're not going to demand for more. And when you think consciously and you are a whole human being and a soul, you want more. You realize, like, I'm not free in this way, and I want to be set free. I do think the way of humanity is wanting free will to think and to move with autonomy. And when you can't think for yourself, because someone has their knee over your neck, you don't have power.
And this applies to so many things. This is not one specific thing in general, but like everything. Your relationships, your friendships, your job, your career, where you live, what you're doing, who you're surrounded by.
Yeah.
Your health, your hobbies, everything. Like, just know you deserve more. But you have to believe it.
Dang, what was it? Like, we have a sister and she cooks a lot. And she came to cook for me a while ago and she was like, you deserve, like, good things. Like, you just, like, even a meal, right? Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'll just microwave something. Or she'll make, like, instant noodles for me, but she'll hook it up. And she's like, you deserve good things. And so, also noticing how people love you and pour into you and channeling that if you struggle to love yourself, too.
That's true. It's also all surround you. All, like, you're surrounded by it. It's all around you if you also seek for it, too, I feel.
Yeah.
But again, that's like based on the mindset. Because some people, it's like their eyes are closed to seeing it when it's all around.
That's true.
Yeah. I guess it's something that you have to grow in awareness in. Because I'm still learning that too.
So I want to challenge everyone. Like, if you see yourself, like, you have a goal in mind and there are all these thoughts and beliefs in place that kind of steer you away from something that you feel your soul is called to do, challenge those thoughts. Look at them. Like, where do they come from? What made me believe this? We have to challenge our beliefs. And I used to struggle with challenging my beliefs until I realized I want to make sure that what I believe is truly what I believe, because I grew up being fed beliefs. And most of those beliefs I don't agree with anymore. You have to manually pluck them out.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining True Mama House, and we will see you next time.